Meet Keycafe's Smart Box, the simple way to store, track, and control vehicle access. No more lost keys or unauthorized access. Know where every key is, anytime, anywhere. Expandable smart boxes, built to grow with your fleet, big or small. Store your keys in the smart box. Share keys with the right drivers at the right time. Let them access their assigned keys with ease. Fast, secure, and easy. You control who gets access. Set access rules for each driver and get real-time notifications when a key is checked in or out. Save time. Improve security. Keep your fleet moving. No more delays or lost keys. Your fleet, always ready. Keycafe, simple, secure fleet key management. Meet Keycafe, the cloud-connected key management system for modern businesses. Keycafe takes the hassle out of traditional key management. Where did the storage room keys go? Who drove the truck on Monday? Who has keys for the back door right now? It doesn't have to be like this. Using Keycafe's Smart Box Locker and key management software, you can share, manage, and track keys in real time from anywhere. No more misplaced keys or unauthorized use. Featuring a modular and expandable design, it can grow along with your business. Whether you're managing a vehicle fleet, hotel staff keys, or guest access for rental properties, Keycafe has customized workflows for every use case. Simply store your keys, share access, and enable authorized users to pick them up. Granular permission controls and user authentication options let you choose who a key can be accessed by and when. And with real-time notifications and detailed access logs, you'll never have to play the guessing game again. Save time, improve security, and run your business with peace of mind. With Keycafe, managing your business's keys has never been easier. Keycafe, transforming key management.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar, Intro to Keycafe for Hotels. My name is Luciano, and I'll be your host today. Joining me is Ianu. She's our account executive at Keycafe for Hotels. Ianu, how are you doing today?
Very well, Luciano. How are you too?
Very well as well. Very excited to be here with you guys today. So as you might know, we're part of the Keycafe team, and today we're here to show you how hotel managers, operations directors, and housekeeping managers can take control of their keys with a simple, secure, and also scalable solution designed for hospitality. So before we get started, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from and where you're hoping to learn today. We will do our best to cover what's most important to you. So by the end of this webinar, it's very important for us that you know that you will know how to, first of all, insurance 24/7 key access for staff, housekeeping, and vendors, track keys in real time for full visibility and security, and how to implement a simple, scalable solution for single and multi-property management. We will also share a real hotel success story and answer your questions during the Q&A session at the end. Now, I will pass things over to Yanu, who will walk us through the key challenges hotels face with key management and how Keycafe provides a practical and modern solution. Over to you, Yanu.
Thank you, Luciano. I'm so excited to be here today, sharing how Keycafe is helping hotels around the world manage their keys. You would agree with me that managing hotel keys may seem like a small detail that doesn't matter. But having to deal with lost keys, security risk, and all of the inefficiencies that eventually have a big impact is something to take note of. One of the big impacts is delays in operations. So having to use manual key boxes or tracking your keys manually would slow things down for housekeeping, maintenance, and even the front desk teams. You also have impacts of security vulnerabilities as well as the high cost associated with replacing lost keys and locks. And all of those are unnecessary expenses that can be avoided. Key management should be fast, secure, and effortless. During this webinar, we're going to explore how key management can be done with Keycafe. Many hotels still rely on outdated methods such as manual lockboxes, key cabinets, and even sign out logs. We also have some hotels using front desk controlled key handles, and this creates bottlenecks and even slows things down at the front desk. With all of this manual outdated method, you can agree with me that you do not have real time tracking, as you don't have visibility into where your keys are going, who is accessing your keys. This approach costs a lot of money, slows things down, reduces efficiencies, wastes time, and also increases your security vulnerabilities. Now, key management issues come with a lot of financial and operational costs. One of it is lost keys, leading to expensive replacement. Staff ends up wasting a lot of time manually tracking keys, and with all of this method, you also don't have real time oversight. And that just increases your security vulnerabilities. You would agree with me that hotels definitely need a better way to track and control keys without having to deal with any hassle. And this is exactly where Keycafe comes in. Keycafe eliminates lost keys, Keycafe improves security, and Keycafe also streamlines your hotel operations by providing one 247 key access for your staff and vendors. Keycafe also gives you real-time tracking and a cloud-based oversight. So you have full control over who can access your keys and when they can access your keys. Now let's take a closer look at Keycafe. This is our MS5 smart box. This box is cloud-based. So what that means is that you have a secure smart box for your key storage. Your keys are safely stored and are only accessible to authorized users determined by you. Keycafe also provides you real-time key tracking, so you can instantly have information and see when your key is being picked up or even returned. You have granular control over who can access your keys, your staff, your housekeeping, as well as your maintenance team. You also have an audio trail and reporting, so every key transaction is logged and is accessible to you from anywhere. Keycafe removes all of the manual work and enhances your security instantly. And we're going to go into how he works, how you can pick up and drop off a key with Keycafe. So the system beside me right here is what we call our MS5 smart box. It has 9 bins, so your key would go into all of these key bins. It also has a camera for video recording. To pick up a key, all you have to do is touch the screen to start, click on key pickup, and it asks you for an access code. So your access code is a unique number you would assign to your staff, and that access code could even be their clock in number or clock out number. I've also seen a lot of our customers use their employee ID number so that it's just easier for everybody to remember their access code. I'm going to put in my access code right here. And once I do that, a list of keys comes up. So these are all of the keys that my admin, my manager, my supervisor has given me access to. You want to agree with me that you don't necessarily have to give access to all of your keys to all of your staff. But these are keys that I have access to. Let's say today I want to pick up my housekeeping keys. I'm just going to click on housekeeping. And once I do that, a bin opens up. I'm able to go in there, pick up my key, close the bin, and that's the end of that transaction. Super easy to use, less than a minute you're done. You don't have to spend so much time training your staff on how to use the system. When I want to return the key at the end of my shift, the same super easy process. Touch the screen to start, key drop off, put in the access code. And in cases where a quick scan drop has been activated, I could just easily scan the fob, the bin opens up again, I put the key back in it, and that's the end. While all of that is being done, my manager, my supervisor is being notified via email. And if they have the application on their phone, they would also be notified immediately that Ianu picked up the housekeeping key, date, time, location, all of that information is logged into your device. Now we're going to go into the admin where all of the key management happens. So the admin gives you real-time insight and reporting. So you have instant data on your key activity. You know who accessed your keys and when. You also have an audit log, which can help you for compliance and accountability. So instead of manually having to do the report of your keys at the end of the day, at the end of the week, or even at the end of the month, or every quarter, you can easily go into the dashboard and just download your data for auditing. Like I mentioned earlier on, the system also has a camera recording for visual accountability, and you also have visibility across multiple properties. With Keycafe, you no longer have to deal with missing keys or security uncertainties. Now we're going to actually go into the dashboard. Right here, Right here is the dashboard where all of the key management and you have information about your activities. So activity right here gives you information about your key transactions. Who is picking up your keys? When are they picking it up? How are they picking it up? Date, time, name, all of that information is logged. So just a few minutes ago, I picked up a key and it is logged in right here. So my name is right here. The key I picked up was the housekeeping key and the date and the time. This information is available from the day you get your Keycafe Smart Box started till forever. So Keycafe logs all of your key transaction per user, per key, per location. And I'll show you what that means in a bit. So if you want to see the history of this key, this is your housekeeping key, for instance, you would come into history and you have information on who is picking up the key, the date, the time, the location, and even how they picked it up. So this one tells you that they use an access code, and when a key is returned with either the access code or even a QR code or a quick scan, that information is available right here. You can also go into your users just to see who is picking up what keys and see their activities. So if you come into the see history of this user, for instance, all of their information on their key pickup and drop off is available right here. When you want to add in a key, you would come in here, key, and then you're able to name your key, enable or disable key codes. You could put in a short description as well as your serial number. So all of your keys are attached to a Keycafe fob, and each fob has a serial number. Once you do that, all of your keys information are stored right here, and you can always come in here. You can change, you can edit, you can determine the users that are allowed to have access to your keys. You can take off users. Keycafe gives you full control. So you can customize the system to work with your workflow and your preferred system, as well as users. So right here, if somebody has been let go for one reason or the other, they've resigned, or you no longer want them to have access to your keys, you can easily come in here, change their information, or even remove the user. We also have a feature called maximum keys. Maximum keys allows you to determine how many keys your staff should have access to at every point in time. We also have a feature called one-time booking. The way one-time booking works is that it allows you create bookings for either your guests or even contractors. So if you have a maintenance or an engineer coming over for some construction or renovation on the property and you want them to immediately have access to your keys when they come in, all you have to do is create a one-time booking and a unique access code is created for them. Once they get that email or SMS, they have the information on how to pick up the keys when they get into your properties. We also have what we call the timeshift. Timeshift allows you create different work profiles. For instance, if you have people working business hours, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can edit that to whatever preference you want, and you can also have as many time shifts profiled as you want. So what this does is, for instance, if you add me to your business hours time shift profile, which is Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If I come in on a Saturday trying to pick up a key, the system would not allow me pick up the key. I would have to reach out to my manager and then see if they're able to give me access to those keys. We also have programmable alerts. The way programmable alerts works is it allows you send notification either via email or text message. These are two unique use cases. One of it is as an admin, if you want to know when your key has been checked out for over a period of time, you can easily go in there and create one time a programmable alert. So you will just come in here, customize the timing after key pickup, determine who gets that notification, and the email or text message is sent to them. You can create as many programmable alerts as you want. The second use case is you can also choose to send it to the user with the key. So when a user has picked up a key at the beginning of their shift and they haven't returned it after a period of time, you can choose to also send them a reminder just to make sure that they don't leave your property with your keys. We do have a lot more features that we wouldn't want to go into all of that right now, but if you would prefer a personalized demo where we're able to answer your question and go through all of the specific features that will be applicable to your need, would be happy to do that. Just write demo in the comments or just reach out to us via sales@keycafe.com and we would be happy to go over that. Now we're going to go into some of our hospitality reviews. We do have a lot of real world results from our customers. For instance, Kevin from Concord Hospitality here says that Keycafe has been an incredible addition to our organization's security, peace of mind, and accountability. Justin from Embassy Suites also said, if you have keys you need managed for an entire team, this is by far the best way to do it. Mohammed from Doubletree by Hilton Hotel also said, wow, this is amazing, gives us full control over every single key. Keycafe is a must-have tool. We have a lot of verified reviews from all of our hotel customers from around the world. Top industry leaders, including Marriott, Hilton, have already upgraded their key management to Keycafe. They are counting on Keycafe to help them with their key management for their staff keys, and they are achieving a lot of success. Some of the results that they've been able to get is improved security and efficiency. They no longer have to deal with manual tracking and admin work, and they have a scalable solution that works perfectly for their multi-property key management. The future of key management is already here, and Keycafe is at the forefront. Now we're going to watch a case study to see how Keycafe is benefiting some of our top hotel brands around the world.
Keycafe is a great key management system, especially for the hotel industry, because we do have so many keys that are with so many different associates. And so for us to be able to track them the way that Keycafe can track them is just fantastic. My name is Kevin Krause. I'm the chief engineer here at the AC by Marriott and the Hyatt House here in Lansing, Michigan. I work for Concord Hospitality, which is one of the largest hotel management companies in the United States. The problem that we would have if we didn't have Keycafe is we wouldn't have any way to track the keys.
My name is John Littlejohn. I work for Concord Hotels. We're in the hotel business. One of the biggest problems we would face if we didn't have this security. People would take their keys home, and once you get them out of the building, there's no telling what could happen to them.
It's critical that we have Keycafe for security and tracking purposes. We simply just had the boxes shipped here, and we just hung them on the wall, and they lock in place on a back plate. It takes me 5 minutes to train someone. It's very, very simple. It's critical that we know where the keys are at all times in the building, and that's what's great about the Keycafe app. You know, this saves a lot of labor, is what it does.
It works great. It even has a recording feature that records anytime someone gets their keys and drops their keys off.
Knowing where the keys are and when they're picked up, to me, that's the best benefit. I get an alert on my watch and I can literally look down and see that, the restaurant manager has picked up their key. Customer support is fantastic with Keycafe. My rep is always available. This is a must-have. It's a must-have. I mean, if you're using a different system than Keycafe, based on my experience, you're missing out. It's a great system, just from top to bottom.
Well, thank you so much, Ianu, for that presentation and also for the demo. Before we open the floor for your questions, feel free to drop them in the chat now. And while we wait for them, let's go over some of the most common questions we get from hotel managers that they ask us about Keycafe. So first of all, how long does it take to set up Keycafe at a hotel?
It doesn't take a lot of time. I like to call it plug and play. Once you get your system, you can also reach out to our customer success manager team who would help you with the installation. You just plug it, connect it to your internet, and you're good to go.
And what happens if there's a power or internet outage? Can staff still access keys?
Absolutely. We do have a great offline mode that even if you lose connectivity, your staff are still able to pick up and drop off keys. The same thing happens when you lose power. We have a battery backup in the system that allows you to still continue to pick up and drop off keys until your power is restored.
And can managers grant temporary access to outside vendors or contractors?
Absolutely. We do have a one-time booking feature, which allows you to create a booking for contractors or even your guests coming in. You just put in their information, date and time you're expecting them, and the booking code is sent to their email or phone as a text message. Once they get into the property, all they have to do is go into the system, put in the access code, and they're able to pick up the key they need to get started.
And how does Keycafe's pricing work for hotels looking to expand? Can we escalate the system as we add more rooms or properties?
Absolutely. The system is completely modular. This has 9 bins. The base station has 9 bins, but we do have expansion units of 18 bins and another one of 42 bins. So as your business continues to grow, your keys continue to increase, you can add on as many expansion units as you need.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for those great answers. If the audience right now who are watching us right now or who will watch us later, if you think of anything else after this webinar, you can always reach out to us at sales@keycafe.com. But before we wrap up, let's quickly revisit what we have covered today. So you've learned how Keycafe can provide 24/7 key access for staff, housekeeping, and vendors, track every key in real time for full security and visibility, eliminate manual processes and streamline hotel operations, and also scale across multiple properties with one cloud-based system. If you're ready to see how Keycafe can fit into your hotel's daily operations, simply type demo in the comments and we'll contact you for a personalized demo tailored to your needs. Yanu, I don't know if there's anything you would like to add for our audience today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining today. We would love an opportunity to give you a personalized demo and just go over your needs and see how Keycafe can help you streamline your key management. So feel free to reach out to us at sales@keycafe.com and someone on the team would reach out to you immediately. You can also write demo in the chat and we would be in touch with you. So thank you again for joining. We hope you learned a thing or two and we look forward to connecting with you again soon.
Thank you so much, Yana, for joining us today. As she said, you can also schedule a demo anytime by emailing sales@keycafe.com. Thank you for spending your time with us today, and we look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye-bye.
Meet Keycafe, the cloud-connected key management system for modern businesses. Keycafe takes the hassle out of traditional key management. Where did the storage room keys go? Who drove the truck on Monday? Who has keys for the back door right now? It doesn't have to be like this. Using Keycafe's Smart Box Locker and key management software, you can share, manage, and track keys in real time from anywhere. No more misplaced keys or unauthorized use. Featuring a modular and expandable design, it can grow along with your business. Whether you're managing a vehicle fleet, hotel staff keys, or guest access for rental properties, Keycafe has customized workflows for every use case. Simply store your keys, share access, and enable authorized users to pick them up. Granular permission controls and user authentication options let you choose who a key can be accessed by and when. And with real-time notifications and detailed access logs, you'll never have to play the guessing game again. Save time, improve security, and run your business with peace of mind. With Keycafe, managing your business's keys has never been easier. Keycafe, transforming key management.